Okay, so um, this is so sad. Why is this happening? It's never this bad. Um. Well, if this doesn't get any better now. Hold on. It's happening still. Okay, what if I close Chrome? This is so disheartening. Well, this is the last attempt at this, and if it just doesn't work, then I'm just going to probably record it and then upload it later. Maybe then I will just edit the other 2 streams that just failed together. And then, yeah. So let's just hope this works. If it like crashes again, I will just record it, I guess. Okay, well, this is the last attempt. Let's hope this works now. Okay, 3rd time's the charm.
Not the treasure hoarders again! And so close to Lantern Ride, too! 'Tis not the season for their antics!
Come on, let's round them up.
Let's round them up. Are we just going to kill some people now? I guess. We're just committing manslaughter for Lantern Ride. Or not. What? Oh, this is fine. I can use some more. Hello, Fujin.
Hey!
Fujing?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
I am Mephie. This is Yelan.
The evidence is conclusive.
So they did
Okay,
get robbed.
Confess and we'll go easy on you. My patience is running low, so why don't you do us both a favor,
You kidding me? You think I'm scared of you?
Maybe you should
Perhaps
be.
not, but you should be.
Yeah. Do we beat his ass? Oh, that's... I wanted to use Tiggy.
Quietly.
Bruises. Seems like you're not all talk after all, but there's no going back now. Better up my game.
That was fast.
Mercy! Have mercy!
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, beg no.
It's a little late for that. I've come this far, I might as well finish the job.
I surrender! I surrender, please! I'll do whatever you say. Please have mercy.
Pussy.
Tell us everything. You have one chance, and I'm warning you. Don't make me ask twice.
I won't, I swear. You know, so Lantern Rite's nearly here, and like a lot of people, I wanted to buy a few nice things.
Get
I
a
know I'm
job.
with the treasure hoarders and everything, but I don't really have any kind of experience with robbing people and whatnot. So I don't have the guts to break into somebody's house.
Wow, you're really going to complain to us about that?
No, not at all. I'm just telling it how it is.
Okay, continue.
I racked my brains trying to think of what I could do. And eventually, I remembered something from back when I was a kid. the bandits would blow their horn, and my grandma would grab us kids and run. I remember the tune, so I figured I'd try it for myself. I mean, just to see what would happen. At first, anyway, I seriously didn't expect that family to pack up and leave. But they did, and they just left all their stuff right there for the taking. It was too easy. I couldn't resist. It was completely wrong of me. I know that now. I'll return everything that I took. It's all still in perfect condition, and it'll be like it was never gone. Please, give me a chance, huh? Let me make it right.
Give
You're
you a
so
chance, huh?
pathetic.
Sounds to me like you'd rather strike some kind of a deal than spend lantern right behind bars.
Yes? Yes?
You know how to bargain, I'll give you that. It's just a pity that you didn't confess at the first opportunity. You'll have to take a walk with me. Once we've returned the goods, we'll find the owner of the house, and you can apologize to them in person. After that, I'll escort you to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yes, ma'am!
You know, as a former victim of this kind of crime yourself, I doubt anyone understands the fear you inflicted quite as well as you do. Does your greed matter more to you than your fear? More to the point, if you can play a tune from memory, don't you think you should be capable of making an honest living?
Yeah, get a job, dude.
You mean...
That's enough hints for you. You'll have plenty of time to reflect on all of this yourself.
He
There's
will
not much left to
become
wrap up,
the
so I'll
best
take it from
musician
here.
in jail.
Guess this is where I'll say goodbye.
Well done.
What is it?
One.
Is there something else?
I'm still not sure how you first got your hands on this information, so play it safe when you get back. Don't mention to anyone that you ran into me out here. You helped a lot with the investigation and arrest anyway, so it's perfectly fair for you to get all the credit. Just take it. It works better for me too.
Don't get this close, please.
See you when I see you.
Thanks.
And happy Lantern Rite.
Leon's such a pro at this. With her taking it from here, it's as good as resolved. Whoosh!
I'm gonna
Random
try
event,
something
a strange
out.
melody complete.
Hold on. We see face. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, we're back. I just wanted to calibrate something. I'm sorry. Let me pull up the stream again. I'm not muted anymore. Okay. Let's continue. I'm sorry if the expressions go crazy. I think it's a bit like hold on. Okay. The expression shouldn't go crazy anymore. It's not as dark here anymore. Okay. The strange melody is done.
Although, it's kind of a shame that we never got that treasure hoarder guy to play the melody again.
Why is it a shame? Oh, no, I'm quite curious
Right?
myself.
How could anyone not be? When we were chatting with Mr. Dvorak, music seemed like such a positive thing. And most music is, right? It can help us relax, feel all warm and fuzzy, recall happy memories, or even just think happy thoughts. Paimon never imagined that music could be used to commit crimes.
It comes down to the ill will of the user.
Oh, really? Huh. Makes sense. Paimon's musical understanding improves again. Well, anyway, now that everything's resolved, let's get back to Liyue Harbor. Byron's still waiting for us with our random event rewards.
Oh, right. Let's go back. Is my volume still okay? I hope so. At least the stream is not dying anymore. If I jinx it now, I'm going to cry. Plunge.
Byron, we're back! Everything's all sorted.
That's great news! Oh, please wait here a moment if you would be so kind. Lady Ningguang instructed me to advise her upon your return.
Okay. Ningguang!
My greetings to both of you. Long time no see.
No need to be so formal with us, Ningguang. We've known each other for a long time now. You must be super busy with all the preparations for Lantern Rite. Don't mind us.
On the contrary, I think it is those that I have known longest to whom I should extend the greatest courtesies. Alas, on a different day, I would invite both of you inside for some tea and a brief respite from your travels. But you're quite right. Trivial matters aside, there's no escaping the fact that we have a grand concert to organize. Once the performance itself is over, we'll then need to invite the representatives of the Iridescence Tour for a discussion on future collaboration opportunities. The financing arrangements alone could well entail many rounds of discussion. Simply put, there will always be work to do.
Whoa, you're already thinking that far ahead?
Well, we can discuss more current affairs if you'd prefer. I trust you saw this year's Mingxiao lantern at the docks when you arrived
I
at the city?
did. Isn't it a
It
bird?
looks like a goose. Which Adeptus is it modeled on this time?
Sea Gazer. I believe you're familiar with the name.
No, I'm not.
Legend holds that he was free-spirited and easygoing. People described him as a cheerful soul and a loyal friend.
It's been too long, I can't seem to recall.
On this marvelous lantern rite, we pray that the fallen heroes may be guided home. If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams into every corner of the land, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us will hear the song of a new era. I wondered whether the melodies will be to their liking.
Oh, they're gonna love them. I'm sure of it. At least, if the guy you mentioned is anything to go by, the Adepti and Heroes of the past sound like a positive and free-spirited, cheerful bunch. They're sure to be open to new music.
Well, let's hope so.
Let's
I
hope
heard
so.
that you'll be going on a search with Ganyu to find the descendants of a fairy lady from a Fontaine legend. I'm sure this quest to uncover the truth behind an ancient story will turn into a most charming tale.
As it always
Do
does.
share it with me, won't you? I couldn't bear to miss out.
Absolutely. Oh? Oh! Did we finish the first act? Okay. Paper theater. Okay. These look so nice. They really outdid themselves again. Okay, let's do the first part then. Oh, it's a lot. Do I do the story first, or is it like... I'm scared they're locked behind. Let's do the main story first, I guess.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's all part of a learning process.
That's a lot of quests.
Huh?
Okay, so 2 days later, 8 a.m. Today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Come on. 8 a.m. The music is so nice.
Looks like it's about
Don't fall asleep, Ganyu.
Greetings, traveler in Paimon. What time is it?
Are you okay, Ganyu? You were nodding off there. Didn't you sleep well last night?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Let's discuss
Did you
the matter
sleep?
at hand. Since last time, I've been thinking a lot about the story Paimon told me. In essence, someone rescued a drowning man and performed some music. If that were all there was to it, it could have been many people, human
Yeah.
or Adeptus. But the tune was allegedly so wonderful that the drowning man forgot about everything else, even his own impending death, and only came to his senses after being brought to shore. Perhaps there was an adeptal power at work in that music that he, as a mortal, could not perceive. Or perhaps he sensed a power surrounding him but lacked the words to describe it, not knowing where it came from. Either way, if this part of the story is true, then the rescuer has to have been an Adeptus.
Mm-hmm.
You really think so? But this story is all the way from Fontaine. Isn't this a bit of a long shot? Also, Paimon's really curious about how people from Fontaine think this fairy lady looked.
Maybe they imagined her having wings.
Ooh, like a crystal fly's wings? That would be pretty cool. But Paimon definitely can't imagine any of the Adepti looking like that. Actually, Ganyu, if you had to save a drowning person, how would you go about it?
Huh? Me?
Probably like normal or something.
Well, I'd get them to the shore, and then I'd probably hide behind a tree and watch them for a while. Once I was sure that they were going to be okay, I'd slip away without a sound.
That's cute. I love you,
Got it.
Ganyu. You're so
basically,
cute.
Ganyu's the type of person who doesn't like taking credit for her good deeds.
No, it's not like that. I'm just not very good at explaining things. And I also find it really awkward accepting other people's gratitude.
Well, what if this Adeptus in the story had a similar attitude? That would explain why she just left without saying a word. She was probably thinking something like, one was merely passing by and saw fit to address this egregious disruption to one's graceful zithering at once. You may keep your thanks to yourself.
That's a very Adeptus.
That was actually a very good impression of Cloud Retainer, Paimon. As far as I'm aware, Cloud Retainer isn't the most musically gifted.
He
Still,
isn't?
we can't completely rule her out just yet. If we set off now, we
Yeah,
could
she
head
doesn't
to Mount
seem like a
Aotsang and
musical
ask her about
person.
it. You'll be able to confirm either way if it's her, and I can, I've been in Lea Harbor for so long now that I'm just not as familiar with the Adepti anymore. If there's anything we want to know about them, she's the best person to ask.
Sounds great! And we're pretty close with Cloud Retainer by now, so we probably don't even need to bring her food this time, right?
I've prepared a gift for her to mark the festival, just in case.
However, we still have some reservations.
Cloud Retainer spends most of her days studying mechanisms in her abode. She's on her own so much of the time that the moment she has someone to chat with, she just... Never mind. I promised I'd help Mr. Dvorak, and now that I've made the contract, I can't be having second thoughts.
Sorry. Okay.
Traveler,
I was
Paimon,
gonna say something, but then I
let's set
forgot.
off for Cloud Retainer's abode.
Let's set
Seems
off.
like this is a tough decision for Ganyu, but she's made up her mind now. Paimon gets why she'd be so anxious. Okay, how about this? If Cloud Retainer tries to start telling stories about her again this year, we should pipe up and change the topic. Wait, did she leave already? Hey, Ganyu, wait up!
Wait, Ganyu. Cloud Retainer. I haven't seen the other Adepti either in like a really long time. I don't like them, so it's okay. I don't like this mountain. Pull the chi-chi.
Paimon's so tired from trying to keep up. Don't either of you need to take any breaks?
No.
I can't believe it. Cloud Retainer is not here.
Huh? Did we
She's
miss her?
not?
She doesn't like to travel, so in the past, it's always been the other Adepti who come to visit her during the festivals.
Why is she... Okay. Is she busy?
True. Now that I think about it, Cloud Retainer would be quite capable of taking care of anything on her own. There's no need to worry about her. Since she's not here, I guess the next step is to check all the other Adepti abodes, one by one.
Oh god.
Uh-oh. Will it involve a lot more traveling?
Yes.
Got it! Paimon has a great idea!
What's your idea,
Please go
Paimon?
on, Paimon.
Our goal here is to find find the Adeptus that helped Dvorak's ancestor, right? We can't hear any music right now, but if she's really as nice as the story suggests, she'd definitely come to help anyone who was drowning, right?
Yes, I think that's fair to say.
Do I have to drown
All
now?
we have to do is get the Traveler to pretend to fall into the water, and the Adeptus will come to the rescue!
Oh, Paimon. Why are you doing this to me? If you're so sure, why don't you
know
try?
perfectly well that Paimon can't swim. Paimon would sink like a rock.
Fine.
Just trust Paimon. The water's pretty deep over there. Quick, swim to the very center.
Gosh, dang it. Where do I swim? By the fish?
Help! Help! Someone's drowning.
Tiggy, are you
If
drowning?
only there was a kind-hearted Adeptus here to save us. Oh no!
Oh
Whatever
no,
will
Tiggy's
Paimon do?
drowning.
What is going on?
Show!
How do you feel right now?
Shenhe too. I'm fine.
Shenhe! And the Conqueror of Demons.
Show.
Why don't you say something? Please don't make Paimon explain it.
Show, hi.
Okay, fine. Paimon will explain. We're looking for an Adeptus who's good at being a lifeguard and playing music.
Okay.
If the Adepti aren't gonna stay home, then how are we supposed to find them?
It wasn't me.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so this Adeptus is most likely a woman.
And I am not an Adeptus, as you both already know, Traveler and Paimon.
Okay, so this is Paimon's fault. No way Paimon would have suggested this idea if she'd known how awkward this was gonna be.
Sorry for troubling you too.
Glad you're okay.
Don't leave, Shao.
As far as I know, the one you seek is no Yaksha. And one last thing. Your actions here caused others a great deal of worry. Do not repeat them again in the future.
I'm sorry. I feel so bad now.
As ever, the Conqueror of Demons comes and goes, just like the wind.
Right. I didn't dare to say a word just now. How's your training going, Shenhe? Have you made any plans for Lantern Rite? We could spend it together in Liyue Harbor if you'd like.
Oh, I had planned to spend the festival with Master this year. However...
Oh, speaking of Cloud Retainer, when did you see her last?
Earlier this morning, she set off for Mount Hulao at dawn. I noticed she was using an Adeptus art of some kind to protect a mechanism that looked like a boiler. Maybe it was a gift for Mountain Shaper. I did not inquire.
So we just missed her. Please excuse me for a moment. I think I'll leave the gift in her abode.
Sure. Thank you.
It sounds like Ganyu and Shenhe have gotten a lot closer recently.
Yeah,
Yes.
they sister.
During the summer and winter, I continued to train with Master. In the other months of the year, I have been learning to adapt to human life in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu arranged accommodations for me in the city, and also recommended several work positions for me.
Oh,
But
that's so
when I
nice
tried
of
to
her.
blend in by referring to her as Miss Ganyu or Lady Ganyu, like the others, she says I mustn't address her like that.
sometimes I'm supposed to copy other people, sometimes I'm not. It's a little difficult to keep track of everything.
Hold on, did I not? Oh. Hold on, what was copy other people? Sometimes it's not. It's a little different. Can you get embarrassed when people call her Lady Ganyu?
Oh, is that what it is? Noted. So, you came looking for Master today because you wanted to ask her about the Mystery Adeptus. Is that right?
Yep. Oh, speaking of that, have you ever heard any music while out training in the mountains?
Music? What is that?
It's,
What?
kind of a happy or relaxing sound. Or, a nerve-wracking sound. Or even a terrifying one.
Okay, I'm done. I also left her a note so that she knows where to find us. We won't miss her again.
Yay! That's really helpful. Thanks!
There's the bird
We were
call.
just talking about this thing called music. And based on Paimon's description, I do believe I hear it every day. Please follow me.
Oh, really? Great, let's go!
Every day? What music do you hear every day, Shenhe?
This is the place. I enjoy training here to the sound of music.
Hmm. What's up, Paimon?
Paimon's got death! Paimon can't hear anything!
My condolences, Paimon.
Oh, whew. Paimon hasn't gone deaf after all! Paimon heard you when you just spoke. Anyway, where is this music?
The faint sound of birdsong, the quiet murmur of the streams. These are relaxing sounds. Are they not the music of which you speak?
Oh, Paimon wasn't quite done with the description. Okay, fine, it's all Paimon's fault. What we're looking for are not the sounds of nature, but melodies played on special instruments.
Oh. And a melody is?
Ganyu, can you sing for us?
Huh?
Please?
Hey, why don't you just sing that one melody Shen has heard before? It'll probably help her to understand what we're talking about.
Okay, no whopper flowers, please. The fuck?
Was that from the opera that Yunjin sang?
Was it?
That was a melody, and melodies can be called music.
It felt like I was transported back to the past. In my mind's eye, I could see the Zhao lanterns lighting up the night sky
Girl.
again. We're all there, raising our
But also
glasses
Zack
and drinking
gets
to
to
our
eat
heart's
this month.
content on the Jade Chamber. As I watched Yunjin's performance, I felt a warm sensation in my heart. And as the drink reached my stomach, it went from warm to hot. When you hummed that melody just now, feelings from a whole year ago came right back to me, as strong as they were on that day.
Ah.
So that's the power of music.
Wow, Shenhe. bring up memories. It's like a time capsule with all the special moments from our lives squished inside. What about you, Ganyu? Are there any melodies that have left a deep impression on you?
I don't remember if my parents ever sang any lullabies to me. I know some local folk songs, and a few other things come to mind too. The songs of the sailors down at the docks. The little ditties that the vendors call out in front of their beloved shops. The tunes of folk artists performing on the streets.
All the sounds of Lea Harbor.
Yes, that's right. In the past, whenever I heard the sound of those tunes, I always felt that they were worlds apart from me. Nenny and Lea probably view me as a non-human. And they are right, in the sense that I never could connect with humans' artistic expression and their sentiments. So I haven't been able to integrate into their community and be a part of their lives. At least, that's the view I held in the past. Only more recently did I start to realize that the only barriers are ones that I have erected with my imagination. The way those melodies make me feel isn't all that different from other people after all. They're about mundane details of everyday existence. Life's ups and downs, joys and sorrows. Even though we come from different backgrounds and have different stories to tell, when it comes down to the most common things that we see and experience around us each day in the city, in that sense, we're all the same.
You go, Ganyu! You're really making progress. You have loads of friends in Liyue Harbor when you think about it. Like, okay, maybe some are more like coworkers and bosses. But at the very least, Kuching and Shenna are your friends now, right?
Yes.
Yes, I am. Technically speaking, we should refer to each other by the conventional forms of address used among fellow disciples. But now that I know what constitutes a friendship, I do believe we are more friends than co-disciples.
Thank you, everyone.
They would be Marshall's
the days are warmer,
sisters.
I would
if
like to
know
host you
it.
at my home
Like
in
I
the
think
city. Please
in
invite Kuching
Chinese
as well. I've planted
Ganyu
many
would be
types of
Shenhe's
flowers.
Shijie, I
I'm
think.
sure some of them will be to your taste.
And
You are too kind. I couldn't possibly.
Nonsense. You are my
Shenhe's
friend.
is Ganyu's Shimei.
I have cultivated and cared for the flowers just as you taught me. Once you've seen them for yourself, I am sure you can advise me how to do an even better job next time. I will save some for decoration. We can feast on the rest.
Y'all are so
Then-
weird.
Thank you in advance. Wait, what is that saying again? If you insist?
Do people say that?
Y'all
I'm
are
not completely
perfect.
sure either.
I love you two so much.
okay.
You're so
You got
stupid.
the point across. No need to split hairs. Paimon's more concerned about your idea of a girls' night out. Eating flowers? Really? Does this have anything to do with you both being the disciples of that illuminated bird?
Probably. It's in the family, Paimon. I doubt Kitching will be munching on any flowers.
Who dares refer to one not by one's Adeptus title, but merely as that illuminated bird?
Hello.
Master,
Our greetings, Cloud Retainer.
Ah! There it is! The illuminated bird has landed!
Double humph. Now
Double
she has
humph.
the gall to use it rather than she.
Yeah,
Even after being
you didn't use
chastised
the right
once already?
use the
Barely
right
a moment
pronouns,
has passed
Paimon.
since we last met, and yet your impertinence has reached new heights. Very well. If you refuse to learn your lesson, one shall scold you no further. One has received your message from Ganyu. On the matter of the Adeptus you seek, one suspects to know their identity.
Oh?
Well, shall one lead the way?
Yes, please, Cloud Retainer.
I still have to complete my training for today, so I will bid farewell to everyone here.
Very well. Await my arrival at one's abode later this night. On this special occasion, you should indulge yourself with some savory dishes.
Happy Lantern Rite, Shenhe.
If you want to release a Shao Lantern, come and find us anytime.
Thank you, everyone. Happy Lantern Rite to you too.
Bye bye. Now I can recognize it. Okay, designated location. Where though? Where is it there? Oh, why is it? Road trip.
I'm used to the rain, but you should probably use an umbrella. Ha!
I wanted that sweet flower.
Is this Quaily Plains? Cloud Retainer, why did you bring us here?
It's raining too.
Ganyu is of course familiar with the name Guizhong, but have you ever heard of her?
I've definitely heard it somewhere.
Guizhong is another name of Agentis, the god of dust. She was extroverted in nature and adored social gatherings and inventions alike. Long ago, this region was yet a prosperous assembly. Guizhong often invited her friends to visit her home, reserving for us seats around the largest stone table. Sea Gazer would always bring out his latest treasure and place it upon the table. He could be quite the braggart. Though usually a mild-mannered fellow, when it came to those collectibles he was so fond of, he always loved to show them off.
Paimon remembers that name. So that's what Sea Gazer was like.
He was an old friend and a former rival. One has many memories of him. Once he had brought out the treasure, it would predictably become the center of attention. Neither Guizhong nor one was content to let him just steal the spotlight. So we would then also present our proudest mechanical creations. As Adepti, we were each gifted in our own ways, and naturally proud of our accomplishments in our respective fields of expertise. As a result, one often quarreled with Sea Gazer. His treasures were not even of his own making. He just used his exploration skills to dig them out of the ground. How, pray tell, could he compare to me, when every single one of one's accomplishments were crafted by one's own hand?
Oof.
Cloud Retainer, you are getting competitive again.
One digresses. Regardless, every time an argument occurred, Guizhong would come over to watch us during our mutual lambastics. On some occasions, she would join in, and on others, she'd take one of us by the limb and start uttering the most ridiculous nonsense.
What kind of nonsense?
No kind of nonsense were we spared. Sometimes she would brazenly opine, why argue between yourselves when neither of you could ever hope to beat me? Other times, she would make unsolicited suggestions, such as, once you two are done arguing, let's go to the foot of the mountain and grill some meat. She always sought to make everyone happy, and one must say, she had quite the gift for it. No matter what nonsense she said, one never felt bothered or offended. It also helped that she never referred to one as that illuminated bird or lady bird.
Come on, get over yourself!
Anyway, just as our impassioned arguments would reach the apex of acrimony, Marchosius would bring his delectable dishes to the table.
Global.
Who would dare snub the stove god and his wondrous creations? At the sight of him, we would all immediately drop the argument and prepare the table for a night of feasting and drinking.
That sounds so nice.
Back then, one was always bothered by how the cups Rex Lapis brought were always too square for one's taste. Can you see yourselves ever enjoying a drink from a square cup?
That sounds annoying.
Precisely. So, as you can see, even one as great as Rex Lapis was not immune to making the occasional blunder. Even one could never find fault with Marchosius's cooking. As we ate, Guizhong would continue to find topics for conversation, filling the table with humor and laughter. Each of those old fossils had their character flaws and points of obstinacy. So why was it that whenever we dined together, we always had a marvelous time? We would drink together from a spot high in the mountains, until the moon set and the sun rose, and only then would the banquet finally come to an end. Streetwood Rambler would often remain to admire the flowers with Guizhong before returning to her own abode. The glaze lilies were far more abundant back then. Entire fields of them would appear to the eye as a veritable sea of flowers.
Streetward Rambler?
That would be Ping. You probably know her as Madam Ping.
Madam Ping. That's her name?
Wait,
But
this
it's,
is a lovely
it's such
story
a
and
weird
everything, but
name.
didn't we come here to find that Adeptus from Mr. Dvorak's story? Or are you saying that it was Guizhong? Didn't she, already,
Alas, long has one avoided this place for precisely that reason. The sights here
Oh, it's so
are
sad.
reminders of a time long
That
gone
story is so sad.
and evoke much sorrow. One should have
Guizhong
guessed
makes
that you
me
would
so
disrupt
sad.
one's poignant moment of mourning with your incessant questioning. No matter, one will share the whole story with you now. In times gone by, one
Hello.
quarreled oft with
Welcome.
Guizhong
Oh, hold
concerning
on.
mechanical principles. We each had our ideals, and neither would yield. Under the pretext of a social gathering,
Is
one
that
invited
Guizhong?
the impartial Rex Lapis to judge the quality of our creations. But Rex Lapis declared that Guizhong's Obscuro Vulpus mechanism was superior. Though one was too
Is
proud
that
to
Cloud
acknowledge
Retainer?
it, in one's heart, one knew that Guizhong was indeed the superior talent in the mechanical arts. As for the story between Guizhong and Streetward Rambler, that begins with a certain bell. In Guizhong's opinion, while mechanisms were no substitute for human composers, they were yet capable of producing simple but fine melodies. But Streetward Rambler believed music to be an expression of the soul, an emotional enterprise that could never hope to be replicated by machinery. They argued endlessly, until one asked Rex Lapis to intercede. He confiscated the bell and designated it for ceremonial use. Thereafter, one would often find them convening in the mountains, discussing
best
music,
friends.
mechanics, and all the affairs of the mortal world. But these good times were not to last. War broke out between the gods, and soon engulfed the Guili plains. Guizhong was overpowered by the enemy, and fell in battle. When Streetwood Rambler and I arrived at the scene at long last, all that remained among the ruins was her lifeless body. After this, at Streetwood Rambler's request, Rex Lapis granted her the cleansing bell for safekeeping. To honor our friend's memory, one made a few finishing touches to her ballistic device. Many lantern rites have passed since then. Many greetings and goodbyes. Upon what do you gaze? The Guili Plains?
No. It's everything. We think of human life as like a lantern that's lit one minute and
extinguish the next. But are we Adepti so different? Perhaps as dust settles after a storm, we too must one day return to the world below.
One has always been austere and private by nature, and has never relished socializing.
That was so
One's dealings
sad.
with Wei Xiang
They
were
always
born
make
out
me
of
mad,
discussions on the discipline
make
of
me cry.
mechanics.
What? You have loads of friends, and you seem pretty chatty.
Just because one is not ignorant of social graces does not mean one is fond of them. One is perfectly capable of partaking in conversation despite being introverted. But in the end, one is nothing like Streetward Rambler. She is dauntless but thoughtful, not to mention eloquent and wise. Moreover, her friendship with Guizhong was far greater than one's own.
You still like Guizhong.
Back when they were rivals, they would often compete against one another in the realm of musical composition. That cleansing bell was one of Guizhong's proudest works, having the ability to both compose and perform.
Wait, that's weird. Didn't Madame Ping say she pestered an old friend for that bell? And she also said something about being a vain beauty when she was young or something.
Streetward Rambler, a vain beauty. My foot.
Your foot?
That bell has a sad history. Clearly, she refrained from sharing with you the truth of its origins, since the right time had not yet come. As for her old friend, who else could it be? As soon as Streetward Rambler heard that a certain Zhang Li wished to borrow the bell, she realized that the man was none other than Rex Lapis, and that he had made an enormous decision. After all, we all have known each other for several millennia. Some things between us are implicitly understood.
Whoa! So they were talking in secret code? Oh, Paimon did not see that one coming.
How did you not see that coming, Paimon?
Enough of your intrusions. Where was one up to? Ah, yes. One remembers now. The cleansing bell is powered by a mechanical art, and can be used to great effect as an accompanying instrument. After the passing of its creator, it was used on numerous occasions during rites of parting. But Streetward Rambler did not acquire it from Rex Lapis for the purpose of producing further funerary tunes. No. Each time she rang it, it was to play the tune that Guizhong composed on it.
Aww.
The two once clashed over their beliefs about the meaning of music. Who would have thought that with Guizhong's passing and Streetward Rambler's mourning, two tunes composed in discord would eventually become one harmonious composition? Once upon a time, Streetward Rambler also loved gatherings, liquor, and music. But after Guizhong passed, she preferred her own company. She could often be found sitting alone at a mountain summit, contemplating and reminiscing with her zither. Music would go from mournful to soothing to impassioned. Many years passed before she finally composed a melody to her satisfaction. In celebration, she played the tune to the clouds. Regrettably, one has only ever heard her play that tune once. Which brings one back to the matter you've been investigating.
Maybe it was Madame
Perhaps it was
Ping.
during that performance that the ancestor of your Fontaine friend fell into the water and was saved by Streetward Rambler.
Oh, that makes sense.
If she was so happy with the melody, why would she only play it once?
One was also greatly perplexed by this. After suppressing one's curiosity for a long while, one finally approached her and asked why she would retire the tune after having spent so long on it. In response, she said, "Though the strings that played that melody survive, the one who inspired it is gone. Tell me, Cloud Retainer, when the one attuned to my soul is no longer here, who else could hope to understand this tune?"
Aw, poor Madam Ping.
I
That's
just
so
remember being
sad.
taken care of by you when I was young. Once the Archon War came to an end, I stayed behind in Liyue Harbor to honor my contract. Although I met Guizhong a few times, I never knew anything of this particular story.
Guizhong was quite the visionary, but tragically passed before her time. Her manuscripts still lie unfinished in the realm of clouds. Blank pages give one cause for contemplation on what might have been. Had you not decided to search for that mystery Adeptus, perhaps these stories too would have been lost to the sands of time. As of now, you know the truth. That the Adeptus who rescued the drowning man was none other than Streetwood Rambler. Do you intend to discuss this with her?
I
you
don't
mean-
know.
Ping might find the topic too distressing?
Yeah.
Precisely. The passing of our old friend is a heavy topic that both of us are usually careful to avoid.
If I may be so bold, Cloud Retainer, could it be that this is just your own personal opinion?
Oh?
How so?
I've been in Liyue Harbor for quite a long time now, and I've witnessed many farewells along the way. So I too am well acquainted with the pain of the passing of a loved one. But this doesn't bring the city or its people to a standstill. They have to keep moving forward. Someone as perceptive and wise as Ping will surely have come to understand and embrace this. Though
True.
these immortal mountains have lost an Adeptus, the harbor of mortals has gained a wise elder. No loss can ever be undone. But there is always much that can still be gained. Ping has helped countless people, and will guide many others in the years to come. And all to whom she extends a helping hand become her friends. People she can admire flowers and discuss music with. Though it is heartbreaking to lose a kindred spirit, life goes on. Because there are new friends waiting for you further down the road.
Ganyu's right.
We even asked Madam Ping what she thought about adding a music festival to this year's Lantern Rite. When we get back, why don't we just ask her if she'd like to perform? Maybe we can even get her up on stage.
You youngsters and your imaginations.
Why don't you come with us? It's been a long time since you last spoke with Ping, and Liyue Harbor is always decorated so beautifully during the festival period.
It is.
Is
You
not
should
every
come.
Lantern Rite the same in this regard? Were there ever anything new to discuss? One in Ping could meet any day of the year.
I disagree. Each new day and each new year is different from those that have come before. How long will you simply let them pass you by?
If nothing else, do it for Ganyu.
The edibles she brought this time were indeed quite delectable.
Edibles?
Very well. Then one will be off. If the other old fossils have sneaked away into the city to amuse themselves, one shall soon find out.
You'll have fun, Cloud
All right.
Retainer.
We should be getting back to the harbor as well. We don't want to keep her waiting.
Yep.
Once the Guili Assembly, now the Guili Plains. Say, if we planted flowers there and cared for them carefully enough, do you think that one day we'd be able to recreate the sea of glaze lilies?
Allow one to take back one's praise from a moment prior. You are still far too given to flights of fancy, child.
What? Cloud Retainer? You were still listening?
One observed that you were making no effort to leave, and return to chasten and hasten you. This time, one is departing in earnest.
Okay. That was funny. Do we talk to Ping now? It's so pretty every time, I swear. There's Cloud Retainer and Madame Ping.
Whoa! Madam Ping? And Cloud Retainer?
It appears you made haste after all. One arrived but moments before you.
Oh, bless my soul. To what do I owe the honor? How nice of you all to come and visit me.
Miss Illuminated Bird, haven't you said anything yet?
Said what, precisely? And why should one be tasked with saying it?
Oh, come on.
'Cause you're the one who's known Madam Ping the longest.
Street word. Or rather, presumably, you would prefer to be addressed as Ping?
Oh, Cloud Retainer, you are uncommonly polite today.
She's nervous. Come on.
Given that Lantern Rite is almost upon us, the weather in the city is most pleasant, and a sweet floral fragrance lingers in the air. Ganyu, please continue from here.
No, do it yourself.
All right.
Come on.
So, this all started because we were trying to help Mr. Dvorak find the Adeptus who saved his ancestor's life.
Ganyu recounts the story to Madame Ping.
Cloud Retainer informed us that the one who played that melody and rescued the drowning man was none other than yourself.
Let me think. Yes, I do believe I recall that encounter. What a long time ago that was. I'm surprised that you still remember it. Even more astonishing, perhaps, is the fact that this story has survived this long at all, when mortal lives are so very brief. It appears that she has proven herself right once again.
Who's she?
We like to call her Guizhong. From the look in Cloud Retainer's eyes, I sense that she has already told you all about her.
Albeit reluctantly, one might add.
There is no harm done. After all, Lantern Rite's very purpose is to commemorate the heroes who gave their lives for Liyue. Although Guizhong did not live to see the splendid sights of today, she was as much a hero as any other.
So, how has she proven herself right again exactly?
Yeah.
Once upon a time, she said to me that humans were a weak form of life that she wished to protect with her wisdom. But as she interacted more and more with them, her opinions on them began to change. She marveled at the beautiful complexity of their spirits, the sheer splendor of all they could accomplish through their hard work and intelligence. She told us that to underestimate human potential would be to make a grave mistake. With the smallest amount of guidance, enormous power can be unleashed in them. And a human who has reached their full potential may well be her equal. Someone who could have as much to teach an Adeptus as to learn from them.
She always had a way with words.
Why is my model so angry?
That her mechanical accomplishments were judged superior to one's own was one suspects, in large part due to her sheer eloquence.
Speaking of mechanics, Cloud Retainer, do you still remember that potted plant mechanism? The one that the two of you gave me as a gift?
Of course.
Huh?
Guizhong and One both put an immense amount of effort into that gift. It would be no overstatement to call it a testament to each of our individual technical genius.
As Guizhong once said, it takes every blade of grass and every flower to make a homeland. When I see the sight of Liyue Harbor before us today, I am reminded of this.
Madam Ping looks very emotional right now.
Thank you for pointing that out, Paimon. Well, she's been through a lot in her time.
Of all of us, it was Guizhong who was the fondest of these grand and exciting occasions. If she were still with us, I'm quite sure she would still be trying to best Cloud Retainer's finest works at every opportunity.
Liyue Harbor is always filled with the sound of music at this time of the year. If she were here, one is certain that she would seek you out to discuss and debate the virtues of various melodies.
Oh yeah, music! We've been dying to ask. What was the melody that you played back then? Oh, also, with you being such a music expert and all, why don't you join the concert as a performer?
I can make arrangements right away.
Oh. As much as I don't wish
Come
to
on,
dampen your
please.
enthusiasm, it's been a long time since I played this zither. My fingers don't have the dexterity they once did. And whenever I play that tune, it always reminds me of her. I start wondering what she would think of the changes I have made to her melody. There was a period of time whenever I started strumming, it almost felt like she was back again. Sitting right there on the stone stool next to me, chatting away. Skybracer and Seagazer too, looking just like they did in the old days. No matter how much time goes by, the moment that melody starts playing, it transports me right back to that time in my memory.
So the past still weighs heavily on your heart?
Well, I would be lying to myself if I claimed to have completely moved on. But that is not to say that grief doesn't get easier with time. Despite the sadness, I have found many things that bring me joy in life. It is simply the nature of the world in which we live that even if one wished to mourn for an eternity, it would be a nigh impossible feat.
True.
Just look at this potted plant. Isn't it stunning?
It takes an honest and open mind to confront and conquer grief. You have indeed made progress.
Be that as it may, I shall leave the lantern rite stage to the youth of today.
Well, if you're sure.
Oh, I wanted to hear her play. Yanfei!
Whoa, what's everyone doing here? Did something bad happen?
Ah, and now we've spooked Yanfei. No, everyone's just here to give me their regards for the holiday.
Oh, that's wonderful, I'm glad. Well, in that case, happy Lantern Rite, everyone.
Happy Lantern Rite,
Happy Lantern
Yanfei.
Rite. Oh, I just remembered that I have some work to do at Yuehai Pavilion that I need to discuss with Yanfei. I haven't been able to find a chance until now. I will leave Mr. Dvorak in your capable hands. Cloud Retainer, Ping, we will be off for now.
Huh? Does it have to be right now? Which case is this again? Hey, Ganyu!
It seems Ganyu still has much to learn when it comes to the art of deception.
What a pity. She has learned nothing of one's ability to carry a conversation.
Ah, yes,
Since it's
your
been
marvelous
so long, Cloud
ability.
Retainer, why don't you stay? I'll make a cup of tea and we can chat a while.
Gladly. This was one's intention as well.
When you next see the Fontaine musician, please give him my regards. I'd like to wish him the very best with the concert.
Okay.
You got it, Madam Ping.
Thank you all. I think you've listened to enough of my nattering for one day. As for that melody, I will play it for you all another time. Goodness knows I need to practice it first.
Wow, that'd be great. We'll look forward to it.
When that time comes, wherever her spirit may be among the countless grains of sand and specks of dust between the harbor and the mountains, perhaps she will look at the Liyue of today and steal a smile when she sees the prosperous land that it has become.
She would have loved Liyue, I'm sure.
Alright, let's go tell Mr. Dvorak the news.
Let's go then. I wonder how long this quest still is. I'm getting pretty tired. Where am I going? There he is. I'm not gonna do the mini quests on stream, I think. I'm just too tired for that.
Ah, and Kuchin's here too. Thanks for helping set all of this up.
Welcome back. Did everything go well?
Really, really well. We found the person Mr. Dvorak was looking for.
Are you serious? I see. So the melody my ancestor heard was an adeptus remembering her late friend? That certainly explains why it was such a powerful and poignant tune.
Huh. That's a really interesting first reaction. Guess that comes with having a musical mind.
I have to say, though, it's hard to believe that the fairy from the tale is now an elderly granny.
Oh, Paimon knows exactly what you mean. Normally, Adepti don't age at all.
I think
But
she chose.
Wayward Rambler, or Madam Ping as we know her, probably only speaking of, Madam Ping wishes you all the best at the music festival. Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that she'll stay in her usual spot, but listen to the performances from afar.
Wait, are you serious? Oh no, now I'm starting to get nervous.
Just treat like any other performance.
Okay. Alright. Nope, another rehearsal is in order. Please excuse me, everyone.
You can do it.
Mr. Dvorak? He's already gone. Paimon wasn't even finished telling him everything. Before we set off on our search with Ganyu, he asked Isabel what music means to people. After our recent adventure, Paimon thinks we have a lot more to say about that now.
Please, share your insights with me.
Go away.
Well, we found out that music can be used for good, but also for bad. It can make people happy and moved, but it can also be sad and bittersweet. And music is like a kind of memory written in people's hearts. It can put you in touch with feelings from a totally different time and place.
Pretty much, though there was more to it than that.
It sounds like you had an eventful trip. Don't worry, I'm sure Ganyu will fill me in on all the details shortly.
Wait, does that mean you're gonna carry on working?
Mm-hmm. Just a few things to wrap up. All the groundwork is done. As long as everyone enjoys the festival activities, all our efforts are worthwhile.
Happy Lantern Ride.
Happy Lantern Rite to you as well.
We're dropping frames again. Yeah.
That should be everything taken care of, right? Oh, no, wait. Paimon feels like she's forgetting something. What was it? Oh, it feels like it was a while ago. Shoot! Latent... Wait, no. Anyway, fancy bamboo shoots!
Nascent bamboozle soup.
Zhang-Li said he wasn't in a hurry, so if we went now, there's probably still time, right?
Bamboozle soup.
Anyway, even if we don't make it, it's not our fault. He could have totally picked him by himself.
Yes.
Anyway, let's go check with him at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Let's do that. I'm gonna check on the stream first. Oh. Did I get back to it? Hold on.
If you press a leaf between dry sheets of paper, you can make an attractive and handy
No,
bookmark.
it's still going.
If you press a leaf...
Okay, that was weird. Okay. Let's go bring Zhongli his bamboo shoots. Is there another act? Probably. I don't know if I want to do that today. I'm pretty tired. Okay.
Oh. All right, let's take a break here.
Oh god, is this going to be cringe at the end?
Oh,
I'm
wow,
so
look who it
scared. I'm
is.
going to like
Are
cry.
you here to hang out with everyone's favorite funeral director?
So
Yeah,
you're just
sure.
casually practicing your rapping skills at the entrance to your funeral parlor? In broad daylight? Okay.
Wow.
After everything we've been through, you don't see me for a hot minute, and you're back to being scared of your own shadow. We have all this open space, a clear view of the mountains behind and the sea in front. Not to mention we have several invisible audience members enthusiastically cheering us on. It's the perfect spot to rehearse.
Invisible audience members?
Gotta say, it took me a few days to get used to Director Who's way of talking.
Why
Xinyan
am I
was pretty
dropping
spooked too
so
when
many
she first got here.
frames again?
Just like when she sees a frog, but a giant frog with sharp teeth.
Come on, knock it off.
What's wrong? I've never seen someone look so confused before. Well, don't worry, because Director Who's here to explain it all. There once was a Fontaine musician who went around town on a mission. He came door to door for his iridescence tour, looking for acts to audition.
Okay.
With my words, Xinyan's chorus, and Yunjin as our mentor, we'll take the stage by storm with flames roaring and the whole audience calling for more.
Heck yeah.
For sure! The whole dance floor will be yelling encore! Encore! Oh, now Paimon's rhyming along. But when you say flames roaring, are you sure this will be safe?
Yeah.
Oh, don't you worry about that. I'm pretty experienced on the stage, and I've already informed the Yuhong of all the pyrotechnics we're planning on using.
Huh. Guess we'll just have to trust Xinyan on this one.
Have you seen Zhongli?
Oh, Zhongli. He took one of those fancy meal boxes and set off for the mountains. Said he wanted to pay a visit to some old friends.
Oh, come on.
It's a real pity that he couldn't be around for this. As well as being a true connoisseur of traditional art forms, he's able to appreciate Xinyan's performances too.
Yeah, that's right. Matter of fact, he was the one who first invited me to perform here. To tell the truth, though, I never thought I'd really find myself rehearsing here one day.
Well, now you know. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is a great location. All of you are always welcome to come and hang out here, especially if you're in the mood to try something new. I can speak to
okay.
that. Hu Tao is always full of fun surprises.
And jump scares.
And jump
Actually,
scares.
Xinyan, I have some lyric ideas for your part. Do you want to go through them together?
Sure thing. I'm all ears.
Oh, Traveler in Paimon, I believe Zhongli was heading to Mount Hulao, so make sure you're hiking up the right hill.
When you see Zhongli, please pass on this message to him. It's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses. You should join us too. It'll be a riot. If there's one thing I've learned from being a funeral director, it's how to throw a party.
Okay, let's go back into the mountains, I guess. Ooh-ha, indeed, my guy. Are we cooking again?
Keep up.
Oh, that was a great event.
Hyman sees them! It's illuminated deer and illuminated bird number 2!
Greetings everyone, long time no see.
A familiar face. Have you
I
come
love
from the
this
Ire
Adeptus,
Harbor?
he's so cool.
How is the city nowadays?
Everything's great! But you know, if you're so curious, you can always go and check it out for yourself!
In fact, Mooncarver has been taking many walks on Mount Tianheng in recent times. I believe the sights of the city are quite familiar to him.
Zhongli! Here you are! We've brought the bamboo shoots you wanted.
Impeccable timing. Traditionally, bamboo shoot soup ought to be slow cooked for many hours on low heat. Using Adeptus arts to hasten the process is something of a shortcut.
Wait, that mechanism. Is that?
Indeed. Cloud Retainer kindly lent me her supreme cuisine machine.
Can we not just call it a cooking machine? Actually, never mind. She seems to take a lot of pride in her mechanical gizmos, so it's probably best if Paimon doesn't go changing the name willy-nilly.
I trust that you found the answers you were seeking during your recent journey?
Yes.
Excellent. The past should be remembered, but not overly dwelt upon. Our journey should be seen as a means to take on more from the world around us. When the bamboo shoot soup is ready, I must insist that you try some for yourself.
Of course.
Oh, Zhongli! Huta told us to tell you something. She said, it's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses! When she says performance, she must mean the Lantern Rite Music Festival. As for the banquet, she didn't tell us anything more about that, but she invited us to come as well.
As you can see, I have a prior engagement with 2 Adepti friends of mine tonight. Please, give Director Hu my best wishes for the performance. As for the banquet, since the Director insists, far be it from a mere consultant like myself to refuse.
Yay! Then we'll see you there?
Absolutely.
Great.
Rex Lapis, the bamboo shoot soup is ready.
You sound like a nerd,
Thank
Mountain
you.
Shaper.
I will examine it right away. The appearance is exquisite, and the aroma rich and intense. The craftsmanship of this machine is commendable indeed. Since you came all this way, you should not leave empty-handed. Please, take some soup. It tastes most exquisite while still warm.
I'm hungry now. Thanks for the soup. Is there anything else you will
I
say?
intend to reminisce with my old friend.
Okay. Great. Have fun, Zhongli. When is this act over? I want to take a short break. Da, da, da. Ooh, the performance!
I'm honored to be here on the Iridescence Tour stage. All right, without further ado, I'm Xinyan, this is Hutao, and this is a little something called...
The Blaze Lilies!
Not the Blaze Lilies.
afterlife, opening the path without a fright. Oh, I'll light the fire, watch it blaze across the universe. I'll spit my rhymes, watch your step, or you'll get burned. Hey, woo!
Ah. I think I'm going
Does
to have to
anyone
watch
have
that
any plans tomorrow?
in
With
another
another year
language.
behind us, I think we deserve a celebration of our own. My treat. Interested?
The Tianquan footing the bill? I can't miss out on that.
No! Baby, rest, please. Ooh, pretty.
Master, listen!
May the year ahead be a blessed one.
I believe it shall be.
Master, the Xiao Lanterns,
Ha! Elementary. One shall fashion for you a Xiao Lantern the likes of which the world has never seen. And you must take it to Liyue Harbor to display its magnificence for all.
This is a really long cutscene.
Listen! That must be Madame Ping!
Man, I love the lantern ride. Okay, so we're taking a small break now while I take a tiny rest and I want to eat something, but I will be back in like let's say 15 minutes max. So I will even turn on some music for your enjoyment. I have returned. I will be eating now while on stream. I'm sorry about that. I made some toast. And put some cheese on it. Okay. So let's do this last part, I guess. Let me stop the music. Let's do the last part.
The value of knowledge cannot simply be quantified
Yeah.
in monetary terms.
Following night 19. Like this? Is this alright? Bro, the model just doesn't want to cooperate today. Come on. Oh god, I fucked up. Hold on. Need to fix this. Is this better? Yeah, I guess so. Did it work? No. I guess it's tomorrow. Okay. I love how my chewing is making it think that I'm angry, but I'm not angry. I need a better camera.
Traveler, hurry! It's almost time for us to join Hotel for dinner!
Oh yeah, dinner.
Ooh, and we'll be meeting at Shinue Kiosk. It's the
Shinue
place with a
Kiosk.
really long wait list.
This one, right?
As expected of the parlor director, always so generous. Come on, let's go!
Let's go.
Oh,
Good
so
thing I have
that's
food
how
now.
it is. Thanks for the
That's
suggestions, Mr.
Onion.
Zhongli. I have them all noted down.
I've long heard that your knowledge encompasses all things
I
old
think
and
so.
new, Mr. Zhongli. But I never knew that you were well versed in the art of cooking, too. It is truly an honor to make your acquaintance.
No need for formalities. I too feel humbled to be in the company of such talented young people. There are many things I could learn from you.
Union.
Oh, you flatter us.
Sweetheart.
If it's possible, may I trouble you to provide a few words of guidance for my practices in exorcism?
Ah,
Exorcism?
baby.
I can't say I'm an expert in the field, but if you don't mind, we could start by discussing...
Whoa, there's so many people here. Oh,
well-
was that hotel invited Zhongli over. Paimon never thought we'd be meeting so many old friends. Happy Lantern Ride, everyone!
Happy Lantern Ride.
Likewise. Please take a seat.
Don't mind if I do.
Happy Lantern Ride! Are you having fun?
I've become musically cultured.
Me too. I've seen Xinyan perform before, but this is the first time I've watched something like this. I heard that the audience loved it too, and she's been receiving quite a lot of performance invitations lately. She's more busy than ever, and Yoonjin's gonna help her.
Yep, and they asked us to pass on their season's greetings to everyone. They hope we'll have a wonderful gathering.
The performance was spectacular indeed. However, it gave Xiangling a huge burst of inspiration, which in turn gave us a bit of a headache.
Us? Did Xiangling ask you to try out her dishes too?
That, my friend, is beside the point. Watching you eat was enough for me. Come to think of it,
I probably shouldn't have burdened Chongyun with eating my share too.
Hold on. Xiangling came up with a new recipe? Let Paimon try!
Bro.
Someone here knows how to encourage people. Thanks, Paimon. Oh, and I have to thank Mr. Zhongli, too. He gave me lots of useful pointers that really drove it home for me. Oh, so that's what you were talking about before we arrived.
Yes. Since we'll be dining together, the topic of our conversation naturally revolved around cooking. Xiangling's ideas are truly unconventional. Her choices in both ingredients and spices are comparable to a melody dancing on the tongue. My suggestions were nothing more than the icing on the cake.
Oh, the two of you always deliver. Now I'm getting embarrassed. Anyway, I'll get everyone to have a taste after I've adjusted the recipe based on Mr. Zhongli's advice.
That sounds like it might become a little safer to eat.
How about I sample the dishes next time?
Speaking of eating, Paimon feels like we're missing someone.
Hu Tao, maybe?
Hu Tao was the one who invited us, but she's not here. And where's Guoba? Oh, Guoba volunteered to help Dad at the restaurant.
Aww.
You know, lots of people come over to eat during Lantern Rite. Without Guoba helping out, I probably wouldn't have had the time to accept Hu Tao's invitation. As for Hu Tao...
The director went to collect a guest. She asked me to stay here and host you for the time being. Seems like it's almost time.
Huh? Hu Tao went to fetch someone in person? Oh, that must mean they are super important.
Yeah.
Could it be... Kuching? Ningguang? Or...
Beidou would be so much fun.
She didn't clarify. And as her subordinate, I couldn't just pry into the details, could I?
Okay.
Ta-da! We're here!
Hi.
We're not late to the party, right? Right? Good thing the conqueror is both as swift as the wind. And whoosh, we made it just in time.
Ciao! Hi.
Oh. I see. So the important guest is the conqueror of demons. I've been looking forward to meeting you. The director didn't mention anything when she invited us. What a pleasant surprise. Gathered here with us tonight are not only young and accomplished individuals, but also the protector of Liu's peace.
Oh, come on, Henry, it's enough.
To convene here with all of you is indeed a great honor.
Same.
It's almost Lantern Rite, yet you took all the trouble coming here.
That sandwich
The director
was great.
has a way of making it difficult to decline.
Rex Lapis, may I ask what troubles you?
The director asked me to buy sesame oil in preparation for the celebrations.
Okay.
Then why would you come all the way to Wangshu Inn?
I had a pleasant chat with Chef Yanxiao and received some spices from him. And, see? Here's some matsutake and a portion of ham.
What about the sesame oil?
Yeah, what about the sesame oil?
It's a shame. I couldn't find the kind the director was looking for.
The fuck?
I'm sure you're exaggerating, Shang... Sir.
There he goes again. Enough with the pleasantries. Go let our guests take a seat. Everyone here today is well known in their own field and has probably heard about one another to some extent. Some of us are even old acquaintances, so there's no need to be this formal. I heard that the Conqueror of Demons and the Traveler are pretty close, no?
Baby boy. Yeah, we're old friends.
You should take a seat too, Director.
Oh, finally remembered me. When we arrived just now, the host at Shinue Kiosk told me our dishes are almost ready. Perfect timing. Let's not wait any longer and ask them to bring out the food.
Let's eat.
Paimon would have never guessed the person Hu Tao went
There's
to
a
fetch was
seat.
Xiao.
Left.
Oh,
That
that's also
looks
the first
really
I've heard
good.
of the Traveler and Paimon being friends with the Conqueror of Demons.
You know,
Knowing is a bit of an overstatement. I've always looked up to him. You might not know this, Paimon, but we exorcists have worked in close collaboration with the Conqueror
play
of
nice,
Demons for many
please.
generations.
Your voice lines about each
dispelling
other are
evil
kind
together,
of aggressive.
both in the open and from the shadows. Hard to imagine that thanks to Hu Tao, I've finally gotten the chance to meet him. Conqueror of Demons, I'm honored to make your acquaintance.
Likewise.
Okay,
It is a great
you're
honor
civil.
indeed to have a chance to meet the legendary Conqueror of Demons. Chongyun has brought that name up quite a few times in the past. I remember you mentioning wanting him to understand the importance of exorcists.
Don't cause trouble, please.
We know each other too. He helped try my dishes during the Masterful Chef's cook-off.
True!
I didn't think we'd have the chance to meet again. Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Ride.
No anecdote, however, compares to meeting you in person. I'm Xingqiu, Shangling and Chongyun's friend. The pleasure is all mine.
Whoa. Everyone's getting all formal and polite all of a sudden. Paimon doesn't know what she should say anymore. Adeptus Xiao, mighty conqueror of demons. Accept Paimon's greetings too. Belated Happy Lantern Rite.
Belated isn't the right word to use here.
Paimon tried very hard to look for a fancy word, okay? Don't be too harsh on Paimon.
There's no need to be so polite.
You're right. This was meant to be a nice little get-together between friends after all. Too much
Friends,
formality kills the atmosphere.
friendship.
I didn't plan this gathering only for everyone to walk on eggshells. Hiya.
What's your true intention then?
A little get-together between friends, sipping the finest tea and watching lanterns float into the sky, bidding farewell to the past and embracing the present with joy. And that is something our consultant would say. I think it deserves a standing ovation.
Indeed. Exceptional acting skills, Director.
As for me, I'm just here to have fun and treat everyone to something good. We all worked
This
really
is so
hard this year.
nice.
Whether traveling or guiding, cooking, helping with the family business, exorcising evil spirits, or conquering demons. And of course, our consultant, who's been helping out at the parlor every now and then. Everyone has done some pretty amazing things. As the one who brought everyone together, it goes without saying that I'm the one most deserving of praise.
Of course.
Sounds kind of self-important, but Paimon thinks it's pretty amazing that she managed to talk Xiao into coming. He rarely ever enters Liyue Harbor after all.
I'm curious about how she did it.
It wasn't as complicated as you think.
Not long ago at Wangshu and again.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks, boss lady.
It's not boss lady, just boss.
That's her catchphrase now.
There she goes. What a lively girl.
Conqueror of demons, Adeptus Xiao. Guardian of Wangshu
Ciao, baby
Inn,
girl.
Hero of Dihua Marsh. I know you're there.
Quiet. Do not disturb the peace.
Sorry, but you wouldn't show up if I didn't yell your name, would you?
I know you. You're the 77th director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
This
Is there
feels like
something you
fan
need?
fiction for some reason.
That does sound like one of Hu Tao's antics.
Did the Conqueror of Demons agree to come so that Hu Tao would stop pestering him?
There might be other reasons.
He's here to visit his dad.
There's more to it?
It gets pretty boring from here on. I talked about the funeral parlor's past relationships with the guardian yakshas. You know, just to be sociable.
Oh, so
In
you
the
triggered
time of
his
the Archon
PTSD.
War, disputes were frequent, and disaster overtook the land. Humans couldn't escape from the torment of the plague, nor could they escape death. The Adepti vanquished the demons, the Millelith fought valiantly, and Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor was responsible for purifying the diseased and sending off the spirits of the dead. That is how the border between life and death was maintained during the war. And it effectively prevented further incidents from happening.
That's right. 1 point for the consultant. But despite our deep-rooted connection, it still took me quite a while to actually convince him.
Was he worried about his karma?
You know him pretty well, huh?
This matter is out of my control, so I need to be cautious.
I know.
True, but I've kept that in mind too. That's why everyone here today is in one way or another acquainted with elemental power. Besides, it'll only be for a short while as we dine together. There won't be any lasting consequences.
But I didn't expect there to be so many people.
It's okay.
There's no need to worry, Conqueror of Demons. We're not feeling anything unusual so far. Our young exorcist over here is protected by his pure yang energy, so he's probably the most resilient.
That's not the same. And did you just toss your carrots into my bowl? Hey, don't look away.
Huh? What?
I'm siding with Chong.
Who did that?
I saw
What
that
do you
too.
mean?
You're lucky Guoba isn't here today. He hates seeing people being picky with their food. If
Oh, he
he'd
would
seen
hate me.
that, he'd definitely make you eat all your carrots.
Huh? Guoba would do that? Is he that uncompromising? But now that
Leave
I
him
think
be.
of it,
Leave the boy.
Xiangling told me that Guoba used to be the stove god.
It's just a
It
common
sounds like
knowledge
you've heard
now.
the rumors.
Jesus. Not used to being around so many people.
I'm doing fine.
Are you okay?
Not long ago, before Lantern Rite, I met an old friend.
Oh?
Thanks to his help, things have been a lot more stable than before.
An old
You
friend?
should know him. He's...
The wind?
Seeds of story brought
Oh,
by
no.
the wind.
And cultivated by time. Did Paimon just unconsciously complete that saying? That voice. Could it be?
It must be.
Hmm? If I'm not mistaken, there's someone knocking at the door. Don't just sit there, Zhongli. Go welcome our guest in.
What the fuck is this?
Coming in.
It's Venti!
Hello. No matter if we've met before or not, this moment marks a brand new encounter. Old friends and new. Happy Lantern Rite.
Oh, it's the tone deaf bard.
Hi.
Oh, he seems to carry a valiant breeze wherever he goes. It looks like we're gonna be friends. Fate has brought us together, so come on, take a seat and be my guest. Help yourself. Oh, I'll ask them for another set of cutlery.
You planned this hotel.
This young lady here is as bright as a fresh bouquet of flowers in the morning's rising sun. She no doubt is the one with the most authority here. Whoa, these dishes look amazing. Is it really okay for me to join in? Alright, I'm digging it.
It's you.
Oh, isn't this Genu?
Genu?
Oh no, he's gonna give Xingqiu's pen up name away.
Yep. Now that I've taken a closer look, you're a fan of Genu's works, aren't you? I met Xingqiu at a light novel convention. How I wish we'd met sooner. I never expected that there'd be another person in this world who could interpret Genu's new novel as thoroughly as I could.
Venti, you're being too humble. Considering your poetic talent, your fundamentals are way more impressive.
Could this new guest be Master Xingqiu's friend?
Oh no. I need to take a screenshot. Oh no. Looks like Sean knows him too.
Yes, yes. Monsters become more active than usual as we get closer to Lantern Rite. I was patrolling Dihua Marsh a few days ago when I happened to run into this...
You've already forgotten? I'm a bard, remember? And bards go around singing wherever they like.
Oh, right. And this bard was performing in Dihua Marsh. It was a moving melody, and it made me feel relaxed and at ease. I couldn't help but stay and listen.
Thank you for your patronage.
Now kiss. Come on. So that's how it was, I see.
I understand now too. I'm Zhongli, currently working at the Wangsheng funeral.
This is so funny.
It's a pleasure to meet you, new friend.
And I'm his boss. Oh, and if there's anything unsatisfactory, let me know anytime.
That's very considerate of you.
Oh? No wonder. Only a boss as savvy and reliable as you would be able to hire such an impressive consultant.
Oh, I love them.
Oh, you're too
This
nice,
is so
Venti.
funny.
Not to brag, but our consultant truly is impressive. His knowledge extends across the stars and the land, and there's nothing throughout history that he doesn't know. From the sophisticated way he speaks, it's hard not to suspect that he could very well be an adeptus in disguise.
Oh. No, Xiao.
Xiao, you're an adeptus. Do you think it might be possible?
Don't do this. That's so mean.
Sorry. I'm only good at conquering demons. I'm afraid I don't have much knowledge.
Don't bully him, please.
Really? But Paimon thinks you're super knowledgeable.
Paimon, play along.
Oh, right! Xiao's a warrior. He doesn't come to the city very often, so it's, pretty normal for him to not know anything.
That's so...
Really? I've actually heard a few things about Mr. Zhongli before. The guests in the tavern talked about this refined and courteous man who, instead of having wine at Mondstadt's finest tavern, ordered a cup of hot tea with the
Oh,
most
he
complex
did. I
name.
remember.
Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that there indeed is a musician like yourself in Mondstadt. I've heard that he's elegant and amiable, his works witty and vibrant. It's no overstatement to regard him as the best bard in Mondstadt.
Now you're making me embarrassed. I would say that Mondstadt's poetry is a little run-of-the-mill sometimes. There's one I heard a while back that went, The old house is renewed, welcoming the spring breeze, awakening old memories. The meaning's there, but the word choices are unimaginative, and there's a distinct lack of literary flair. I think so too. The composition needs a little jazzing up.
Uh-huh.
If I were to give it a go, I'd make it an old melon on a vine, a new flower that grows fine. Oh, good one! It feels unique and has a nice ring
Jesus.
to it. You have great taste, Venti. I was right about you.
These
Let's shake
two.
hands. Of course, of course. Hey, Shincho. Mind lending me a few books when we get back? Pick out some well-written ones. I don't know if it's my own lack of literary knowledge, but I couldn't tell the difference between those two.
I don't think it's your fault.
Is this one...
Right. It's not our fault.
lost in translation. Paimon watch and learn from Hu Tao and Venti. This will come in handy for your ugly nicknames.
Oh, you have a point. But speaking of, why is the Tone Deaf Bard here? Are you here to take part in Lantern Rite too?
I heard that Liyue will be hosting a Lantern Rite music festival this year. As a musician myself, how could I possibly resist the temptation
Oh,
to
I think
come
you
take a
missed
look?
it, best
Or
friend.
listen. Getting to know other musical styles is essential to sparking inspiration, don't you think?
But the music festival wasn't planned
As
beforehand.
for the Fontaine friend who hosted the festival, I saw him near Stone Gate the other day. The
Oh.
Iridescence tour has finally been held successfully for once, so I had to congratulate him.
Thank you. You must feel very grateful.
Don't think anything of it. By the way, I was watching as you entered Shinyue Kiosk, but no one seemed to notice me. Should I say that it's because I'm an expert in hiding, or that a certain someone deliberately ignored the sound of the wind?
Whenever Lantern Rite comes around, Liyue Harbor becomes bustling with activity. People are all busy watching the lanterns and strolling around the shops, and they might just go travel somewhere on a whim. It is rather difficult to predict another's whereabouts. The festival is in full swing and proceeding smoothly, and we're all gathered here with friends, new and old. This is no doubt a wonderful occasion worth celebrating. To come together with all of you at the beginning of the year, one can't help but be filled with joy. In a moment like this, I propose we raise a glass together. In my case, tea in lieu of wine.
Very well said, Mr. Zhongli. That was exactly what I wanted to say. Now I'm getting a little self-conscious. I didn't cause you too much trouble barging in like that, did I? We usually drink wine during occasions like this over in Mondstadt, but since Mr. Zhongli insists on drinking tea, I'll give a toast with tea too. Everyone, thanks for the treat.
You're welcome. As the host of this gathering, I hope everyone enjoys the food and drinks. May this year be better than the last.
Yes,
Considering
yes,
that
yes,
everyone may
yes.
have other matters
Agreed,
to attend
agreed.
to later, sticking to tea seems like a good idea.
What is it? Show.
All of a sudden, they started proposing toasts. Should we?
Show.
What's with the urgency?
Could you come take a walk with me?
Sure.
Have you two finished eating? It's always nice to have a breath of fresh air after a meal. Helps with digestion.
Paimon will come too.
You're still hungry, right?
Yeah?
Don't worry, we'll be back soon.
Okay then. Don't forget to come back.
Will not. I will not leave you again. Hold on, I want to talk to everyone. Betty, I miss you so much.
It seems like our new friend is an expert in wine.
I deserve no such praise. I only drink for fun. It's nothing compared to your expertise. I'm glad we're only having tea today. What if I got drunk and said something nonsensical? I'd surely become an object of ridicule to someone I've just met.
No such thing.
Hold
I
on.
wouldn't dare
My
disrespect
headphones
the
just
director's
died.
guest.
Chongyun, baby. Hello.
About you and Venti. Could he be a partner in your family business?
That's right. You know how my family is. A lot of business secrets can't just be divulged at the dinner table.
Ah, just as I thought.
Ah, you're so gullible, baby. Hello.
Did you talk about anything interesting before we started the meal? Anything fun I missed out on?
Oh, we were talking about cooking. Mr. Zhongli told us that he went on a trip to Xiaoyang Village the other day and got a hold of some uncommon ingredients. Tea seed oil and sesame oil. He suggested I try using those in my new dishes.
Oh, No wonder he left his post for so long that day. Those ingredients would be difficult for anyone else to find. I guess I'll need his help next time as well.
Paimon.
You're not allowed to leave Paimon here alone.
I will not.
To be honest, Paimon's worried about saying the wrong thing.
Aww. It's okay. So,
Let's
come on.
depart. You go ahead.
It's okay, so... Was it because he just doesn't like hanging out with people so much, or is it just that he didn't want to eat anything?
Are you alright?
I should be the one asking you that.
It's hard to describe.
Unfamiliar with gatherings like this?
It's not that. There were those among the Adepti who loved gatherings and idle chit-chat. Sometimes they would call up a few others for a drink. Even I got dragged along to their gatherings many times. The Adepti all have their specialties, making most of them proud and arrogant. Everything they say is straight from the heart. It never gets too complicated. But this time...
what do I do? I don't think it's either of them's fault. But...
That's not what I meant. Or perhaps I should say Rex Lapis is really good at adapting
I should have
to human
taken
life.
Venti.
You could say that, and that's something I might never be able to do.
You don't have to be like them.
It does sound like something you would say. No matter. I know my circumstances. Whenever I think of the ordinary conversations I've had with you, it feels strangely novel.
Strange in a good way?
Yes.
Okay.
The parlor director went out of her way with the invitation, so it was difficult to turn her down. I had made mental preparations before agreeing to come. She told me that all the guests today would be acquainted with elemental power, and I knew that you would be here. But I didn't expect the other guests to be...
No one would have
General
guessed.
Capisis always said that we should live in the present and enjoy every pleasant surprise. Perhaps that's what I should do with what I'm feeling now.
Maybe.
But I think he meant designing clothes for those around him. The clothes were intricately designed, but inconvenient to wear. Brother Bosacius never tried to hide his distaste in front of him. Rex Lapis did like his designs and even collected quite a few. The outfit he wears now was also designed by General Capisis himself.
Oh, okay.
I never saw him wear this during the war. I didn't expect him to start wearing it later.
Oh, here you are. I'm not intruding, right?
You're not. What is it?
Hu Tao saw that everyone's done eating and asked the staff to bring out the desserts. Paimon got so anxious that you weren't back yet that she scarfed down her dessert without the usual slurping and munching.
But not so anxious as she can't eat. Sounds like she'll be okay.
To be honest, I was kind of worried too. You looked a little restless just now, and I thought you weren't used to the food here and was planning to head back to Wangshu Inn for something Yanqiao made.
You're worrying too much.
Xiao, don't pull any... that...
Why would I?
Lament.
Anyway, let's head back.
Please wait! There's another reason why I came looking for you.
That is...
Here, take these. I brought them for you.
Almond tofu?
Oh, that's so nice.
Since the Masterful Chef's competition, you could say that Yanqiao and I are not only competitors, but good friends as well. I visit him at Wangshu Inn sometimes to discuss our cooking. I heard him say that the esteemed guest on the roof loves nothing more than a good plate of almond tofu, so I learned a thing or two about the dish from him. I'll be honest, before Hu Tao invited everyone, she secretly came looking for me, told me about the guests she planned to invite, and asked me for some suggestions on what she should order. So I made a few servings of almond tofu for you guys in advance. Take them as a token of gratitude for your support. When I told Guoba that I was making these for you, he started eagerly running around the kitchen and helping a lot too.
Thank you, Xiangling and Guoba.
Thank you for the trouble. There was no need to... I'll take them. Thank you. And Guoba too.
He's so cute.
Oh, the almond tofu I made probably tastes and feels a little different from the type Yanxiao cooks. Please let me know if there's any improvements I should make.
Okay.
That's all. Alrighty, we should head back now. We can't keep Paimon waiting.
Okay, let's return.
You're finally done whispering secrets to each other? So much for promising Paimon you'll be back soon.
We were pretty quick. You're only angry because you have no sense of time.
How could you say that to Paimon? In that case, besides having no sense of time, Paimon will let you know what having no sense of fullness looks like. Your dessert is all Paimon's.
Sorry to
What
keep
the fuck is wrong with you, Paimon?
No worries, we're all just chatting here. There's no serious business to take care of. Whether we're chatting outside or inside, it's all the same.
Strive to be more like Hu Tao, Paimon.
Paimon's too busy eating to talk to you.
But
The
even though we're
fuck
all
is
well
wrong
acquainted
with
by
you?
now, I think this festive gathering deserves something ceremonious.
Oh? Is this some local custom?
Nope. This is something I made up so that good luck will be on our side, that's all. Spontaneity is the best choice to make here. Let's use this incense burner on the table. It's been lit for so long now that the incense is running out. I'll leave refilling and lighting the incense to the most distinguished guest among us all. Lighting the incense will signify continuous growth and prosperity in all our endeavors in the new year.
I see. Perfect symbolism, as expected of Hu Tao. And speaking of the most distinguished guest here today, I'm sure we all agree that it's Mr. Zhongli. I'm not very familiar with the details of his past deeds, but chatting with him has been a real eye-opener, even for a bard who has traveled all across the world.
Stop
If
teasing
knowledge
each
were
other.
a form of power, one could even say that you're a wielder of unlimited strength.
But when it comes to having a way with words, the notable bard is certainly one cut above the rest.
Guys, girls, girls, stop.
It is such an unexceptional skill, yet you made it sound like an unparalleled talent. I am truly impressed. Since we all get to nominate someone... I think it's only fair that we let the parlor director light the incense.
Huh? That won't do. Don't flatter me just because I'm your boss. We are looking for the most distinguished guest here. As the host, I shouldn't be involved in this discussion at all. Now that we've enjoyed this table full of delicacies, how about we let our one and only chef here do the honors?
What is even happening right now?
I didn't cook any of these dishes.
It's not a big deal. Just look at her. Xiangling, the disciple of an adeptus, the stove god's best companion, the winner of the Masterful Chef's competition. The only heir of the famous One Mean restaurant. A good old friend of mine. There's no better choice.
Why does Paimon feel like we're back at square one again?
I don't know, man.
Please stop! You're making me embarrassed. If we're looking for a distinguished guest, surely the second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild counts. It's one of the largest commerce guilds in Liyue Harbor.
Huh? Don't get me involved in this.
Oh, not a bad choice. With the Commerce Guild's young master lighting the incense, We're all sure to make a huge sum of mora in the
What
new
is
year.
happening
That's
right
not
now?
how it works. Making a fortune is indeed a fine wish, but it's of lesser importance than good health and happiness. Which means we should choose Chongyun, the skilled exorcist who keeps everyone's home safe from evil spirits.
Huh? Now you're nominating me? I can't be the one when we
Guys.
have the Conqueror of Demons right here. Adeptus Xiao has the most seniority among everyone here today. We should...
I refuse. I am most certainly not the most distinguished guest here.
He's going to say it strongly.
You should all be able to make the right judgment based on your observations.
Wait, don't.
One person here is well acquainted with everyone else.
Oh god.
Oh, that's right. Even though you're always mocking Paimon, you're still pretty popular with other people. No, wait. Paimon said she wouldn't talk to you again.
I'm not the only well-connected person here, though.
Who else is there?
Take a look in the mirror.
Huh? Does that mean Paimon's the most distinguished guest? Oh, well, that was unexpected!
I agree. Paimon's just the one we need. Without a friend constantly by your side, a long journey would become dreadfully lonesome. But once you have someone there to brighten up the atmosphere, everything along the way will become lively and vibrant too.
Ah.
Is
The
the
traveler has
Paimon going
traversed
to
many
light
nations
the
and
incense?
left behind a great deal of fascinating stories. But without Paimon, they would have become quite monotonous. Paimon plays an indispensable role in making your journey a happy and smooth one.
You guys, Paimon's not used to being praised like that. Those were genuine compliments, right?
Of course, you're the best travel companion ever.
Thank you. You made Paimon wait for a long time, but Paimon's not mad anymore.
Don't take everything to heart, Paimon. Friends tease each other all the time.
That is indeed true.
You would know.
Paimon is as important to the traveler as Guoba is to me. Looks like we've come to an agreement. Any objections before we proceed?
I trust the traveler's judgment.
Then Paimon it is. And now, the world's most excellent traveler's greatest companion, guide, and friend. Paimon will be refilling and lighting the incense for us.
This is
Here you
cute, but
go.
also like
Take the
really
match,
weird.
And don't burn yourself. But if things go really wrong, here's the 2-for-1 coupon.
Ah, this was so sweet. Ah.
It's getting late. I won't take up any more of your time. You're all free to go as you please.
Thanks for the treat, director.
The tea was amazing, too.
You don't have to go all polite on me. Just remember to come when I invite you next time. Let's see. It's dark out, so I'm going to accompany Xiangling, Xingqiu, and Chongyun back home. As for the rest of the guests, I'll leave them to our consultant.
No need. I'm headed towards the harbor to meet a friend on the ship. There's no need to trouble one such as Mr. Zhongli. I think you know the place I'm talking about. Come meet me anytime.
I will.
It was
Like
great getting to
literally,
know
I
you
will
all.
sprint
Let's
there.
meet again when the spring breeze begins to blow.
Bye. Oh, we should write poetry together sometime. We'll catch you all later then. don't forget to return to the parlor later. There's something I need you to do.
Understood. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Well then.
Rex Lapis.
Just Zhongli will do. I live as a mortal in Liu Harbor now. I am just one among many who begin work at sunrise and retire to rest at sundown. If we were to consider status and seniority as Zhongli, I should be respectfully referring to you as Adeptus Shao.
Heaven forbid.
Let's stop teasing him now.
I meant what I said. I heard
We
that during
teased
the
him enough
Lantern
today.
Rite Music Festival you conferred with Streetward Rambler and Cloud Retainer. I take it as you've gained a lot more knowledge about the past?
Yes.
The same truth will sound different coming from different people. As more bear witness to a story, feelings and interpretations
I wonder if the
expand
wiki
in
was already
variety too.
updated for Guizhong.
I once had a pleasant chat about the past and present with a Sumeru scholar named Soraya, and learned a few things about her research topic. From the evidence she found and the conclusion she made, her area of research is already very close to the truth. But there are multiple sides to humans and gods alike.
He's so tiny.
In
Look
the
at
legends
him. I
recorded
want
by
to hug him
humans, some
so
gods were
bad.
depicted as arrogant and condescending, while others were kind and capable. But whether to me, Streetward Rambler, Cloud Retainer, or younger adepti such as Shao and Ganyu, those adepti and gods that may seem extraordinary to humans are something more akin to close companions. This was as true back then as it is right now. Just how Shao may seem unapproachable to most, but the Traveler has proved otherwise. So there's no need to dwell too much on certain things.
I mean, Zhongli, what you're saying is...
It looks like you understood what I meant. Ah. The director asked me to accompany you on your return, but I don't think you'll need my protection. I'll be taking a walk around and admiring the night scenery. After that, it'll be time for me to go back and meet up with the director. Goodbye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Zhongli. Everyone's gone now. Paimon always feels a little empty inside when a lively celebration ends.
Same.
At least you always stay by Paimon's side.
Mm-hmm.
No. Paimon got it mixed up. Paimon, the best and most distinguished travel guide, will always stay by your side, traveler.
It's my honor.
Good that you were aware of that. Michelle, is there anything else you want to do? We could take you on a tour of Liyue Harbor.
No need. I've stayed here for much longer than I had expected. The city lights are a fine sight, but it's time for me to leave. The events of today occurred so abruptly. I appreciate your kindness.
The feeling's mutual. You don't have to thank me every time.
Okay. I'll see you next time then.
Bye-bye. Ah, that was so cute. Ah. Well, okay, let's look at all the people around Liyue today. Let's go to the crux first. And then we're going to look. I'm going to look up where all the people are. Kazuha! Come on. Kazuha, come on. Just 3 animal boys hanging out. Don't mind them.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
Don't say that right in front of Venti.
Relax.
Amazing. Okay.
This is such a cool ship!
It is!
Facing the sea breeze and gazing out at the soaring seagulls. Makes me want to sing out loud! Kazuha, how about I stay here and be the ship's resident bard? What are my prospects?
With your level of artistic finesse, I'm sure nothing will go wrong. But I'm afraid the sailors aboard are not the most versed in the arts. They probably wouldn't understand the deeper meaning your poetry holds.
You can't say that for sure. Poetry is spur-of-the-moment creations. Anyone viewing the same sights and experiencing the same atmosphere would surely understand. There's a port in Mondstadt too, but I rarely get the chance to board any of the ships. Speaking of ships, everything's perfect about this one, except...
Except?
Kazuha, could you tell your captain that my height says nothing of my age? I'm way past drinking age. How often does one get to enjoy a seafood feast on a ship? It'll be a real shame if there isn't anything stronger to enhance the food. Pretty please?
There's not much I can do about that. It's not because Captain Beto's not on the ship right now, but because there's no room for negotiation on this matter. Even I have to sit in the no-drinking zone every time.
But I don't get drunk after just a few sips. Trust me, I can hold my liquor really well.
They make me so happy. I have tears in my eyes. Okay, let me look up the other locations. I'm sure I saved one of these posts. I hope I did.
Relax.
I'm not gonna look at everyone. Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to find this. Okay. Okay, let's go look for Xingqiu and Chongyan first.
Squall Fury. Quit following me.
I will not quit following you. Where is that? Yeah, here. Ah. Oh! Oh, that's so cute. Y'all are so cute.
Singcho, you have to be honest. Hmm? Honest about what? How did you and Venti really meet? Why are you suddenly asking that?
Huh? Aren't they book buddies?
Yeah, we met a few times at a book convention. That's all.
Oh, really? With that extraordinary demeanor and literary talent, he's definitely not just any bard. If he's someone that could hold his ground in a conversation with a consultant, he needs to at least be as talented as me.
Perhaps you're overthinking this matter.
Hu Tao, Xingqiu wouldn't lie to us.
Okay. I'll tell you the truth.
Huh?
Singcho.
I'm actually a fan of Venti's poetry. You all know that I love reading, and sometimes come across poetry from Mondstadt. Among those works, I admire the ones penned by Venti the most. Just as Hu Tao said, his artistry is the reflection of his personality, remarkable grace and exceptional literary talent. I guess Venti didn't tell you the whole truth back at the restaurant, because he didn't want to embarrass me in front of everyone. He's such a considerate person.
Yes, right. I can confirm that. When Singcho was busy with other things, he asked me to buy him poetry books in secret.
I see. That didn't sound like too much of a big deal. You could have told us right away.
Well, I'm telling you now, aren't I?
Oh, so that's your story. Forget it. Let's drop this topic.
They are so
it's not
cute.
often that the four of us are all together. What should we do next? Hide and seek, hopscotch, or some shopping?
Since there's 4 of us, why don't we borrow a mahjong set?
Y'all are so adorable. Okay, let's look for the lesbians. Behold, indeed. There they are.
Hey, don't tell me you called me over for just a game of chess.
Yeah,
You have
yeah,
to be more
chess.
specific, Captain Beidou. Is it that you find playing chess an uninteresting activity? Or that you're unhappy about my lack of novel ideas? If you don't specify what you mean, how could I know what I should do to please you?
Of course. I make a single remark and you reply with a full-blown lecture. Maybe we should deal with all official affairs publicly in the future. Might just make things easier.
I'd be perfectly happy with that. I'm just worried that Captain Beidou's business might be negatively affected.
Don't give me that. That woman from Yenshang Tea House sometimes comes aboard to ask for information. She requested the fleet to import some goods, but how could I not know who she's actually working for?
My headphones just died.
You sure know a lot, Captain Beidou. How about I ask her to come over? Or maybe we go straight to her tea house. With one more person around, we'll be able to have some variety in our chess games. I hope that that would be less of a bore to you.
So, we're after all.
Hold on. Oh god, please tell me that didn't start a new one.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
Okay, it didn't. Well, okay. So I'm gonna look at like 2 more. I lost my internet for a second there. I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna go talk to Xiao. And then maybe Yunjin. I'll see. But I don't. I think I'm going to end it after that. Okay. So Xiao is where he always is, which is Wangshu Inn. Where else would he be?
The wind rises.
Stop. that was so stupid. This is embarrassing. This one's his, right? Yeah. Hi, Xiao.
Yan Xiao just came up here with some almond tofu, but I haven't finished everything Xianglin gave me yet. You should try some too. I'm not as experienced in tasting mortal food as you, and I couldn't tell the difference. There must be many different stories to tell of the hustle and bustle of the mortal world, too. You can tell me. I will listen.
Ah, you're so cute, Xiao. Ah, he's so adorable. Okay, I think that is it for today then. I will do I will do the challenges and stuff off stream. This was great. I had a lot of fun. This was a very nice story. The last part was amazing. It was kind of like fan fiction in for some reason. Yeah. It was so much fun. I look forward to next Lantern, right? Already. Yeah.
There's no need to
I hope
exchange
anyone who
pleasantries.
watched had fun.
rather
Anyone who's
pathetic
going
to
to watch
force a
the VOD
conversation
has fun.
just to occupy silence.
And we will see each other in the next stream, I guess. Bye bye.